Hi, my name is Jana Wunderlich from Event Teamwork, and today I want to share with you how to increase team retention without paying more money on over-the-top incentives. Employee turnover is really costly to organizations, and that's because it's not just about the recruitment and training costs, there's also other costs associated with that. Employee turnover costs are estimated to be about 16% of an annual salary for low-paying jobs. So for example, if you pay somebody $30,000 a year, the turnover costs associated with that job are a couple of $1,000s. So that quickly adds up if you have lots of people in those jobs, so a larger casual workforce, for example. In comparison, for a CEO or senior level executive, those turnover costs can be about a couple of $100,000. And keep in mind, if you're engaging volunteers in your organization, there's also a cost associated with that. Just because you're not paying them a salary, you're still having those recruitment and training costs. But there's not only those obvious costs, there's also soft costs. So for example, the team your current team needs to adapt to a new staff member. And the new staff member needs to adapt to the new team. At the same time, the possibility of mistakes to happen goes up with new staff. And also the possibility of communication errors to happen increases. Lastly, there's an impact on your culture. Every time somebody leaves your organization, it has an impact on your remaining team. And it typically lowers the engagement for the remaining team. So how do we increase team retention without paying more money on over-the-top incentives? So what organizations typically do is to use incentives as a form of engagement, but it is not the same. So organizations typically pay money on bonuses, on team activities, on training for their people, and on fun work environments and other things. And all those incentives are really, really great. However, they don't mean much if you haven't built a relationship first. So you may experience people are still leaving your organization even though you're offering all those great incentives. And that's because the engagement is missing. So engagement is all about building those relationships. It's about having a great vision and sharing that consistently with your team, so that your team knows how their role connects to the bigger picture and how they help the organization achieve that great outcome and this big impact. And that engagement is a long game. It's all about consistently sharing your message, your vision with your team. So I hope that was useful, and I hope you take something away from that. And leave me your feedback in the comments below, and I will speak to you soon.